Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. So today we're going to be talking about something that Square Enix has just released, and this is just an article talking about Marvel's Avengers Black Widow and the approach that they took to have her in the game. They have an article here that they've pretty much posted, and it just pretty much shows you guys how much Crystal Dynamics started their philosophy regarding designing and developing the characters to put in this game. This is why I think fans are very, very excited about what they're seeing. It's not necessarily all of the different noise in the background. This game is very dedicated to appealing to its fans while trying to at least bring respectable gameplay to the market. So what I see is a lot of people, who probably are not the big, deep fans of the comics and the characters and everything that, goes around, the Marvel Avengers universe. They may, just see themselves kind of out of the loop in a sense, but that is because the game does really center around the fandom. In fact, if you look at the beginning of this article, the writer writes, from the very beginning of creating Marvel Avengers, Crystal Dynamics has taken a consistent fan-first philosophical approach to shaping the Avengers and their abilities. Every single one of Earth's mightiest heroes is a powerful and compelling character in their own right, and all of them had to feel both distinct and true to their comic book origins. This is pretty much what they've done. This is pretty much what they're trying to bring to the table. And this is where I think fans are going to enjoy the game, because they will look at it from that perspective. I think on the bigger and broader audience, the cinematic side has really kind of shaped what people have thought about the game, or about the characters anyways. Have kind of shaped, what people were expecting or perceiving the game to be, but it's not exactly going to be that. It's coming from a different angle. And so that's why you're going to find two camps at the end of the day punching at each other. One camp saying, oh, this is just finding everything wrong with the game. The game will have its problems. I'm not saying the game is going to be perfect. Even with the many problems that the game is going to have, people are still going to enjoy the game from what it is. So I'm going to link to this article, and you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. If you're an Avengers fan, you're going to see pretty much the philosophy, the way they made Natasha Romanoff from the spy aspect, some of the comic and graphic novel references that she has, some of the storylines, and exactly where they're kind of getting and pulling a lot from. This is what Avengers fans from the comic side are going to be very interested in, more than a whole lot of other things. I think that many of them are going to consider this as priority, and then they can move over to the other aspects of the the game itself, like gameplay, kind of how it stems from there. And I think people are going to be able to judge for themselves exactly what this is. So if you look at this other statement, one of the developers is also actually making a statement here, and they said the key elements in Natasha's fighting style are evasion and movement. She attacks, dodges, gets back in close, and so on. We iterated on those elements repeatedly. As it now stands, you can draw a weapon, fire it, put it away, grapple in close, lay in some hits, all very quickly and smoothly. It all makes her feel very sharp and clean to control. There is no doubt in my mind that this game is trying to appeal specifically to all these elements that I've discussed in combat, in lore, and in all kinds of other things. And if you guys, look at my Avengers playlist from my other channel, I talked about why Natasha Romanoff is going to be my main character. And some of these things are being highlighted here. Even as somebody who is not necessarily a huge Marvel fan, I can tell you for sure that this is something that I'm definitely going to be using, to view her fighting style, and looking at it from that perspective. So what are what makes this character from the graphic novel and the comic universe, what makes her stand out as being implemented in the game? These are questions that I'm going to be asking, and I'm sure a lot of other people are going to be asking the same questions as well, because she just has so many cool aspects to her. Her ranged gameplay, her close-in combat, and her movement. To me, I felt they were very cool and very clean. But that's all I have to say for now. I encourage you to take a quick look at this article. It's really going to put a lot of things in perspective for people who are looking towards playing as Romanov, and even for people who are wanting to play this game. Anyways, thank you so much for your time and audience. If you want more Avengers content, you can hit the subscribe button. Forgive the audio. It was recorded on a very lame device, but I wanted to bring this to you guys as soon as possible. So thank you so much for your time and audience once again. Peace out.